Okay, mate. So thoughts on AVAX? Yeah, let's have a look here. This was already on my chart, by the way. There must be a neckline here. I'm assuming. Yeah, to see this sort of neckline here. There might be a better view of it, but yeah, in here somewhere, there is a bit of a neckline right on there. This is a retest of it, and obviously we got rejected from that. Now, what I like here, just before I continue, something I just want to point out, and I just see it right now, and it is this white 100 moving average curling over the top of price. Now, if this is a successful move, a successful breakout, these can actually cause huge moves. I want to go to ADA. We'll go to ADA USD. ADA, like we're forming one here as well. Like, these are potentially huge monsters. I don't know where. Let's look here. Yeah, it is this one, right? Look at this. So you can see this bubble here formed on the price. Now, it's a good example. Now there's a bad one and there's a good one, right? This is a bad one where you get this move up and then you just drift and drift and drift. It's the drift of death, I usually call it, when we get stuck in that. So hopefully we're not stuck in that. These ones here usually happen after big moves up and you get deep pullbacks, and then when you get a deep pullback, these moving averages can do that, right? We have to be aware and we have to be careful, and we have to consider these bearish patterns until we break above them. Okay, so that's very important, because these can break down, and if they do break down, this is what happens. You just drift, and if this breaks down here, you just drift. So if we go back to AVAX here now, well, this is early stages, right? It is early stages to see if we can create this. We are, it's not ready yet. This needs more rounding. This needs more patience. This needs more. I know you're probably asking for something else. I didn't draw that very well there, to be honest. I know you're probably not. You're asking. I don't know if you're asking for shorter time frames or are you asking for longer time frames, but we are in consolidation here, and price needs to get above this. If we get above this, it's likely to run hard. And can we run up here? I wouldn't rule it out, right? I wouldn't rule it out. I still hold some of this. I hold AVAX. I think I bought down here. Don't quote me on that. I forget. I need to double check where I bought that. I've been holding quite a long time. I was pretty frustrated that we had such a deep pullback. Well, I mean, frustrated and disappointed. Nobody likes to give back gains, and I'm still holding. I'm still in profit. I'm still holding. I didn't buy the very lows there. I'm not saying that. I think maybe I bought on here. I don't know, but I was up very nice on it, and now I've given back a lot of gains. So it's from there. It's up 100%, but I need to check where exactly I bought. But so far this is good. Okay, so that's that talked about. Now the short term, right? See this pivot here? Let me change this line. This line here, right? We are now bullish above here. This is a break of structure. This is we have a downtrend, and this is a lower low, but we have broke back up above the previous high, previous low, sorry. But we are retesting this high. Now we've took out this high here. That's a good sign, right? We've took out this high. We seem to be holding so far, but in the near term, this may be resistance, right? Because we are coming into a new quarter, and new quarters can cause dips, right? New quarters can cause wicks in the dip. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this pull back. You can see here, we got above the previous high here. It broke above the previous high, but it dipped back, okay? This is breaking above the previous high, but we are dipping back. Now, we don't have confirmed break of market structure. What we would need to do is pull back and create a higher low here somewhere and come back up as this rounds over the top of price. And then because then if this next move, if we dip back here and then come back above this previous high, that's a break of market structure, and then this is likely to do something like that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. It's it's probably going to do something like that then and move higher. But this is attempting to build a bullish pattern here. So with that in mind, let's break it out. I'm going to start on the yearly. This is not a good yearly candle. It's most of the year is done already, and it's just not a great candle. I don't expect AVAX to do a whole lot. It's not going to break out moon this year. It's still building structure. It's still building pattern. This is exactly what you want to see here. This here, and I drew that line earlier. It was probably in that ballpark area where I drew that, but it is bullish above this white line. This is a bullish 6-month stop hunt, and the hope is that this can hold, and then on a new year we can get continuation, right? So it needs to hold and maybe form a little bit of a green candle here or something, and then next year we want to see the real move. We want to see the continuation. I mean, obviously the hope is we got something like that, but I don't know yet. But I like this bullish stop hunt. It's what we want to see. But I don't expect a move like this year. This is just forming structure, okay? So we're still red on the year. So it's still struggling a little bit, to be honest. We just have to hope that it holds up and finishes the year or something like this. We want to see something like that. You can see here the 3 month. 3 month is very similar, right? It's bullish above there. Doji candle forming. We want to see that. That is going to close in 2 days' time. So the ideal situation here would be to do something like this. If we, I don't expect a big, huge candle, but if we can move back up, like something like that in the next quarter, that's ideal. That's pretty good. Then we have formed like good structure, like here. We already have the line here as well. So we're kind of building out some sort of structure here, like Bitcoin did back in 2019 and into 2020, and eventually it broke out and ran, right? Because it formed a sort of triangle pattern. I don't know if we want to look at that. I'm not sure how long you've been in crypto or here, see this pattern here, and it formed some sort of pattern like that, and we also had that deviation below the low. See this deviation here? But it needed to build the structure before mooning, okay? So on a new quarter, I would like to see something like this. If we formed a doji, I would like to see a small dip down, and that dip gets bought back up after the first couple of weeks in the new quarter. Maybe the first week, it's hard to say. Let's see how strong the market is, and then this could run to the upside. In the near term, though, there could be a small dip coming into it. There's a 3-day doji, and they come into a new quarter. It might want to dip a little bit to fill this wick, and then see if we can get the move up.